Hey, yo, what's going on with y'all boys, man? It's CGODB. Welcome back. We just finished up a back-to-back series in Texas. We played the Rockets on the 14th and then the Mavericks last night as I'm recording this. Let's just say it was a roller coaster, boys. It was quite a game. The Mavericks were pretty much stomping us out in the first half. We made a little bit of a run at the end of the first half. Third quarter, we completely took over, got back in the ball game. We went up 8 at one point with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then both teams started playing really good towards the end, but we just lost to a Luka heave at the end. And even Luka himself after the game, he said he was pretty surprised, and he didn't even know what celebration to do. It was pretty funny if you check that video. But yeah, but first I'm gonna get into this Rockets victory though. Let's start off with the positive first. So this Rockets win, it was probably one of our most complete ball games this year. Everybody was getting going. Our fast break offense was looking really, really efficient. T-Man was getting going downhill. Norman Powell, Reggie was getting everybody else involved, just playing really smart, just playing that ideal Reggie role that we love to see. When he plays like this, it's just a perfect point guard slash combo guard that we just need on this team. But obviously there's some, a lot of, you got to take the good and the bad with Reggie. He's not exactly the hallmark of consistency, let's just say that. But, yeah, I mean, he did play pretty well this game. He earned player of the game from the Clippers. And, yeah, let's get into this, though. So right here, Marcus Morris, pump, driving in, really smart. Morris, he's just been playing great all season, man. Very efficient as well. It's hard to get rid of him, and he's worth that money for his offense. His offense is really great. T-Man going downhill. When Terrence Mann gets going, and he scores like above, when he gets going, he can score above like 12, 14 points. Usually we win the ball game. If you guys notice these patterns, because Terrence Mann, he's hard to stop once he gets like a head full of steam. But as you can see right here, this PG and Zubac pick and roll looking really nasty. PG, he was really cold. He was really cold in the first half. Whew, right here, Terrence Mann, why'd you let him drive by you, man? You just set up our boy Zubac to get yammed on. This one was right. It was completely nasty. Let's see. Terrence Mann lets him blow by him. Zubac, I respect him for trying to go up and block it. He did make up for it by getting a nasty block on the other end. Probably like 5 minutes later in the game, he did make up for it. So Zubac, it just shows that he's putting the effort in to play defense. Can't be mad at it. Kenyon Martin Jr. dunks on Rocco. Crazy, man. What's crazy is that he only had like 7 or 8 points, but he had like 3 highlight dunks. Kenyon Martin Jr. is just a complete athlete. Completely insane, man. His vertical and stuff. Shit. But yeah, as you can see, we won 122-106. The Rockets, they're competitive for a while, though. They got away from them towards the end, but they did hang around. Towards the third quarter and stuff, they were like within 10 points. And, in the modern NBA, a 10-point lead is not that safe anymore. But let's get into these stats, and then I'm going to give my three studs and my 3 duds of the game. Let's start with Marcus Morris, 6 and 9, 3 of 4 from the 3-point line, 15 points, 2 assists and 5 rebounds. If Morris can give us 5 rebounds and up, that's solid. I like that. Yeah, I mean, Morris, he's hard to stop. One of the most underrated ISO scorers in the league, in my opinion. He's shooting really great from 3 this year as well. Not so much last night versus the Mavericks, but yeah, I mean, he's just getting in his bag offensively, and he's another guy that he's very old school in the way that if he scores 1 or 2, if he sees them go down, he's gonna keep on hunting versus you. He's gonna keep on trying to hunt that matchup and getting his shot off. He keeps on going back to his bread and butter. We could say that about Morris for sure. Zubac. a little bit of a quieter night for Zubac. He was consistent though, 3 of 5, 9 points, 7 rebounds. He did get dunked on, but it doesn't tell the tale of the story because he did get some nice block as well, and he was there defensively challenging shots at the rims from the Houston guards. Reggie, just having an ideal performance that we can ask from him. If he could do this consistently, that would be great. But that's the variance with Reggie that you got to accept at this point of his career. But yeah, I mean, he put up 17, got 6 assists, was just getting people involved, swinging a rock. Yeah, I mean, just keep it up, man. We need more performances like this, man. One of our leaders. So yeah, I mean, PG started off really cold, like I said. 7 of 18, 2 of 7 from the 3-point line, 22 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. I like the rebounds. But yeah, I mean, he did start to heat up a little bit in stretches, but it's okay. PG, I mean, he did have literally like almost a week and a half straight when he was on a heater, so he was going to hit a little bit of a cold stretch, so it's all right. Luke Kennard, 3-6, hit half of his three-pointers for 8 points. I want to see Luke get more shots for sure, man. I want to see him get at least 8 shots a game. Whether it's 5 threes or more, that's cool with me. I mean, let's if he's gonna play, man, use him. Also like that Luke has been trying to get more downhill this season, so he's trying to at least be more well-rounded in his game. Nick Batum, 4 of 7. He did have a really good game defensively as well. He started to get his shot back, and he had his shot going last night versus Mavericks as well, which we'll talk about. But yeah, this was a really good bounce back game for Nick Batum, kind of get his mojo back. He was just doing it all this game, man. He even had this really nice play where Norman Powell shot a 3, Nick Batum grabbed the rebound, and then he kicks it out to Amir Coffey, and then he runs out to the corner. Amir Coffey does a pump fake, throws it to Nick Batum. He knocks down the 3, just pure hustle play. Rocco, 1 of 4. He did play, which is really nice to see, and he did play pretty good defensively, but couldn't really get a shot going or really get that many looks at all. But yeah, I mean, Rocco's just been a big question on the team because he hasn't been playing that much. People are saying he's been kind of in Ty Lue's doghouse, so to speak. So hopefully we can get more Rocco out there. I mean, he was a key contributor last year, and he did look pretty good. So and we did sign him to that contract, so let's use him. Ty Lue, what are you doing? Norman Powell. If you look at his field goal and stuff and his 3-point, you won't think he had a good game, but he did hit 8 of his 9 free throws. He did get downhill. That's one of the good things about Norman Powell is that he could put rim pressure. Got 17 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Yep, I mean, solid game from Norm. Yeah, I mean, when his shot isn't going, he can get downhill. Moses Brown did pretty good in garbage time. Terrence Mann, he did fucking amazing, man. T-Man, this is like when T-Man, when he gets involved and he gets going like this, it's hard to beat us. It's really hard to beat us. 4 of 7 from the field. He got 14 points. Yeah, I mean, they just couldn't stop him, man. He's really hard to stop. Amir Coffey, he got some burn this game, which is nice to see. It really helped with the defense. He got 20 minutes. Didn't get any points, though. It's all good. Let's look at these turnovers and blocks and stuff, steals. Paul George had 2 steals. This has been one of his better seasons as far as getting steals and stuff on defense. He's been looking really great. Norman Powell had 2 steals as well. Luke Kennard had 1. Nick Batum. Zubac had a block. Nick Batum had 1 as well with Rocco and Moses Brown. Not too many this game, but Zoo had a really nasty block. Reggie leading with turnovers. He had 3. Norman Powell had 3 as well. But yeah, as you can see with the free throws, Terrence Mann, 6 of 7. Really nice. Norman Powell, 8 of 9. Paul George, 6 of 8. Zubac hit all 3 of his free throws. As a team, we shot 78%, pretty much 79%, which we can do better for sure. But it's fine. I mean, this Houston team, it's pretty much like a get-right game for us. They have some solid young guys, but Jalen Green had himself a pretty solid game. Ken Porter Jr. didn't get much assists at all from the point guard spot, and his shot was off. I don't know. I don't really know about his fit right there next to Jalen Green. They're just kind of like had similar skill sets. Eric Gordon was pretty much non-existent. Sengun had some pretty good plays and stuff. He's pretty solid, but I don't really know about him as a rebounder. He only had 4. Jabari Smith, he hasn't really been much of a factor at all when we play him. Kenny Martin Jr., he only had 8 points, but they're all like highlight fucking prime Kobe dunks. That dude was fucking crazy. Tari Eason did pretty solid, but yeah, I mean, not much to say. Usman Garuba only had 4 rebounds. Yeah, I mean, this Houston team's pretty bad, honestly. I mean, they're going to be good in the future, but as of right now, they're just not good. They're not good at all. We'd have 50.6 field goal percentage to their 45.3. We shot 36.8% from the three-point line. They shot 30%, so we did shoot pretty decent. They shot pretty bad from 3. They shot bad from the free throw line as well. We did hit 26, so they're 19. We did out-rebound them as well as a team, 44-40. Assist, we did get 25 assists, which is, I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of our highs for the season. Everyone was getting going, really good ball movement, especially out in transition for a young team to not let them get out on us like this. They did have 11 steals, though, to our 6. We definitely got to stop turning the ball over so much, which we did a lot versus the Mavericks. Let's just say that. We did have 4 blocks as a team, though, they're 3. Fast break points 16-11, though, so this was key, limiting them on the fast break, because a young team like this has quick legs and they can get out on you, get some easy points. We did go up 24 points at one point, our largest lead. Just pretty much blew them out of the water, so... like I said, one of our more complete games. I mean, that's more of a performance that we would like to see. I mean, everyone's minutes were down, which is nice in a back-to-back when you got one scheduled for the next day. So, yeah, I mean, if we can get more performances like that where everyone contributes, Reggie, Norm, everybody, man. I mean, PG, even he got downhill, made some free throws and stuff like that. Batum had a pretty good game. Terrence Mann, when everyone chips in like that, and we don't have to abuse PG with like high 30s minutes or low 40s. I think he played 28 minutes or something like that. And we still blew them out. So we just need more performances like that. But let's get into tonight, though. So we did play our rivals, the Mavericks. They did get out pretty hot on us very early, man. They got out pretty hot on us in the first half. We just couldn't get any shots going. We're turning the ball over, looking incredibly sloppy. We did not look like a championship team at all in the first half. And then, we made a small run towards the end, towards when halftime was about to begin. And then we came out blazing in the third quarter, led by John Wall. And, we were looking pretty good for a while, and then we came out, tied the game up. We even took a lead with 8 minutes left. We were up 5 points, I believe, and we just couldn't close it out, man. Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith were hitting the 3-pointers, just real backbreakers for us, especially the Luka, that lucky fall-away 3. It was a good shot, but we couldn't have defended it any better. I mean, it was a tip pass, and he caught it as he was fading, out of bounds. Nothing we could do about that. Overall, I'm really not too angry at this loss. I thought we were just going to lay down and the way they came out, I just thought they were going to lay down and just let them win. But I was surprised they came back, made it a ball game at the end. We did lose to a Luka lucky 3, but I'm still kind of angry. We got to win these games. We were up 5, and we had the momentum. You just got to put these away. And Ty Lue, a lot of this game falls on him because Paul George, he said that he was really tired and stuff. And even Ty Lue said it himself that he pretty much played him the whole second half. And, it's kind of bullshit. You got to at least get him a 3-minute breather, get Terrence Mann out there. I don't know why he wasn't used on Luka more. Yeah, I mean, especially because they have that little, like, it's more personal for Terrence Mann as well with the whole Luca beef. So, I don't know why you don't want to get someone who has an edge out there to guard Luca. And pretty much we're deciding to trap Luca and like get the other guys to hit their shots, which I would have preferred to just play us man up on him and then just let him try to drop 50, and let his teammates get cold. But nah, his teammates caught fire and they shot us out of the game towards the end. Let's get into this though. Luka abusing Zubac, of course. I mean, it wasn't bad defense, but you just can't stop him on that switch right there. He gets him every time. Nick Batum was perfect from the three-point line today. I believe he was 7-7 from the field. Incredible. This is a really good bounce-back game from him. Really kept us in the game as well. Spencer Dinwiddie and Christian Wood have been shooting incredibly efficient from the three-point line this year. Dorian Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock were pretty cold coming into this game, but of course they have like a breakout game for us against us. Nick Batum, as you can see right there, nasty. All right, trapping Luka, as you can see, they just hit their open shots. I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith hit a three. Reggie Bullock hit back-to-back threes to make them go up 6, I think. We trap Luka again. Reggie drives in. Defended this perfectly, but Luka falls away, chucks it up. And that's all she wrote, man. That's all she wrote. Like, he even said that he didn't even know what celebration to do. He was silencing his own crowd. That's funny, man. I respect him admitting that it was luck, though. I respect that. I mean, nothing we can do right here. I mean, look, makes a bounce to him. He's falling out of bounds and hits that. I mean, good shot, man. Yep, so PG doing a little spin, about to drive in right here. Down 2, and then they pretty much foul us when we get the rock and we can't get the free throw off. Then they get the ball, run the clock out. And that's all she wrote. This should have been a game that we won. I think we're, even without Kawhi, I think we're a more talented roster for sure. I mean, I don't even know if like Reggie Bullock and like Tim Hardaway, like these guys would even like crack our rotation. So I think that we should be getting wins over these guys, especially because Kleber, he got injured. I know Luke Kennard, he only played 3 minutes, as you could see. He got injured pretty early, and he had to go out the game. Rocco only played 5 minutes. I want to like that's bullshit. He should be playing more. Like, what's up with that, Ty Lue? I know it was a back-to-back, but he should have at least played 20 like he did last game. Yeah, I mean, Norman Powell had a pretty rough game. Yeah, I mean, Zubac only had 2 shot attempts. Like, we just got to do better, man. And hold on, let me get my studs and duds for last game. Forgot to mention. So my first stud, I got to give it to Marcus Morris. Kept them in the game when PG had a slump. So I'm going to give him that first stud. He's been playing really lights out this year. Reggie Jackson, I'm going to give him the second stud. Had an ideal game. Yeah, I mean, 17 points, 6 assists. Pretty great. We need more performances like that. The Nick Batum, I'll give him the third one because it's been his bounce-back game. And then for the duds, I guess I'll say Amir Coffey. He didn't really get anything going offensively. Paul George, I mean, pretty inefficient game, of course. I'll give him one because he's supposed to be the superstar. Then the third one, I don't know. It's tough to say, but I guess Luke, because he didn't really get too many shots up. We need him to be more aggressive. I'll give him the third one. Yeah, it's 3 studs and duds for that game. Now back to our originally scheduled program. So, yeah, I mean, Morris, let's go through player by player. 7-11, 1-5 from three-point line. He couldn't get his three-point shot going, but he was deadly from mid-range, of course. He never misses. 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. We want to see him get more rebounds, of course, but the 4 assists are nice. Um, I mean, overall solid game. Zubac, you had size on him the whole game, bro. You played 33 minutes and got 3 points. We need you to do better. 7 rebounds too. 4 assists is nice, but you just gotta, like, if you're the biggest guy in the court, man, you gotta let your presence be known. Reggie had you know, just a really, really, really below average game for him, man. You just, like, we need you to be more consistent. You can't follow up the game yesterday with the game today. Paul George had 7 of 13, one of 3 from the 3-point line, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. I mean, overall a solid game if you look at the stat lines, but this is like an average game for Paul George. He didn't have that like 30-point performance that would have put us over the top. He was very tired though towards the end. Had a fuck ton of turnovers. Yeah, I mean, just bad decision to put the ball in his hands with, knowing that he's tired and stuff, and that he's not even like a really good primary decision maker as it is. So we can't let him take control of the offense. We gotta get the ball in someone else's hands to initiate, whether it's Terrence Mann or John Wall or whatever, man. Personally, I'd like to see Terrence Mann do it more because he's controlled and he can get people going, especially when we can get him downhill on different screen actions and dribble handoffs. But yeah, I mean, Luke Kennard, 3 minutes, he exited the game early. Nick Batum was perfect from the 3-point line. I think the first time in Clipper history we've done this. So 22 points, incredible bounce back game. He's the one that kept us in the game, for sure. Rocco only played 5 minutes. Please, Ty Lue, play this man more. I don't know what you're doing. We need more size out there. Like, wake up. Norman Powell, 2 of 10, just really ugly game. Yeah, I mean, this is just really bad game from Norman Powell. I can't back this up right here. Really bad, man. You gotta do better. Especially you're supposed to be like our third best player on the roster, third or fourth. Like, you gotta do better, man. John Wall, incredible third quarter. Led the comeback. 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Just again going downhill, hitting his shots. Even hit a 3-pointer. Sink some mid ranges too. Yeah, I mean, John Wall just he changed the tides this game. A lot of people have been down on John Wall too, but he does have some the things that he does good. It can really like impact the ball game, man, as we can see. The way he just flipped the scoreboard like that. But Terrence Mann, he wasn't getting involved on offense at all, which I don't know why. We definitely got to get him more involved on different picks and rolls and short rolls. And yeah, I mean, 1 assist. We got to get him going, get him the ball in the teeth of the defense right in the middle. And we got to let him get going with the head full of steam downhill. Amir Coffey, another game where he didn't get anything going offensively. Yeah, I mean, overall, there's a lot of blame to go around. I'm not really going to do the whole, I'm proud of that they made it a comeback and they made it a competitive thing. A little bit of it I am, because I did expect them to just fold the way they came out. But, I mean, it's a team full of veterans and we had championship aspirations, so I need them to do better, man. It's a win or it's a loss. I mean, as you can see, PG, 10 turnovers. Terrible, man. Really sloppy, careless turnovers. John Wall had 3 as well. PG was just, like, I don't know. There's really predictable, sloppy passes just flying into the stands. Morris had 2 steals, though. PG had 2 steals. Zubac had 2 blocks as well. Pretty nice. PG was 8 of 8 from the line. Pretty nice. John Wall hit 4 6 free throws. Amir Coffey hit a pair, but nothing much else to say. As you could see, though, Finney Smith, 7 of 13 threes. That's pretty much the Mavericks offense. They let Luka work on a pick and roll, and then they have their role players that are pretty much spot-up sharpshooters. They're pretty much only going to shoot threes. As you can see, Bullock, all 8 of his shots were from 3, kind of like Finney Smith's 13 shots, all from beyond the arc. Yeah, he hit 4 of them. Finney Smith hit 7. They were cold coming into this game, but they did get really hot at the end. Powell wasn't really much of a factor this game at all. Dinwiddie wasn't really consistent, but he did make some key plays. 16.6 assists. Luka Doncic, he shot 50% from the field, 35 points, played 40 minutes, 11 rebounds. He didn't really get too many assists, but he got a lot of rebounds. Yeah, I mean, Luka's an incredible player. What can I say? He is like a big crybaby, though, once he starts getting clamped up. We can say that about him. And also, I'm sorry, Maverick fans, but we do own you guys in the playoffs. Let's remember that. I know you guys tried to let the media, they're slobbering all over Luka, and they trying to fool people and make it seem like they beat us in the playoffs. Somehow that's been like rewritten in history that people think that they beat us, even though we have beat them twice in a row, and we do own the Mavericks. So let's just say that we do beat them when it matters. You guys couldn't get past the first round until we weren't in the playoffs last season because PG caught COVID. Because PG caught COVID in the play-in, or else we probably would have faced you guys, and we probably would have beat you guys again. But yeah, I mean, Tim Hardaway, terrible game, shot 0-7. Christian Wood played really good. Kleber wasn't even doing that. Kleber wasn't even doing anything. Dwight Powell, you see what I'm saying? Zubac should have been punishing Christian Wood. He should have been punishing Kleber. Dwight Powell, it sucks he sorry. It sucks he only got 2 shots off. But yeah. We did shoot better from the field by a lot. So we should have won this game for sure. We did shoot better from 3. We did shoot better from the free throw line. As you guys can see, we out-rebounded them, out-assisted them. But it was the turnovers. The turnovers lost the game. As you can see, that's the only stat that they're leading in. They stole the ball from us that many times, man. It's just sad. It was a sad performance, man. Just completely blew the game at the end. We had to come back. Really sad, man. And these games are going to affect us towards the end when the seeding starts to matter. So we really got to turn it around and figure it out as a franchise, I know we played good the past week and a half, but for a team full of veterans with championship aspirations, there's a certain standard that we got to hold them to. So, they're my team, and I'll never shit on any of the players, but we definitely need Reggie. We need you to be more consistent. John Wall, I know you played pretty good today in the third, but we need you to tighten up your shot selection and just don't shoot as many threes. Just focus more on playmaking. And then Norman Powell, you also got to be more consistent as well. You're expected to be, top 3 or 4 player on this team, and a former champion, and you're playing with your boy Kawhi and stuff. I know Kawhi's not playing yet, but still you're linked up with him, so I expect that Toronto chemistry to be still intact. But yeah, I mean, who else? Ty Lue, I need you to play Rocco more for sure. Just please tighten up these rotations. Just do better, man. We expect more. We know that you guys got the talent on the roster to do great things, and Ty Lue's got a great mind. So I'm still on board. I believe we could still do damage and stuff in the playoffs, possibly win a ring. So, I still believe in the boys. We just got to, tighten up the ship, get right mentally, come out next versus the Pistons and just do work. No excuse, just produce, like the motto says on the jersey for the City Edition. But yeah, I mean, let's come out and just get right versus the Pistons, man. Get right. Hopefully, let's blow the doors off them. And you guys definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think about the commentary, the film, your takes on the game, and what you thought of my takes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll check in with you guys later. I'll definitely do a video on the next game. But yeah, peace out, boys. Much love. CGODB signing out. Peace.